So last week, Kyle and I, along with Aaron Rabbi from Embrace the Void podcast, we love you, buddy. Yeah, you really should come on the show again.
I'm so sorry I missed you. We'll get you on again. I'll be there, I promise.
We talked about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe from like 82, 83, like really fucking early 80s cartoons.
Yeah.
That these same guys that apparently they had a movie that they made. I wouldn't even call it a movie because back then it would be like not even DVD. Fuck. Man, it is hard thinking in 80s terms. You know,
VHS.
Stuff. VHS or beta, because I don't think it was a settled.
It was basically community access. It was a community access type show.
So we had two Christians that were talking about He-Man and the Masters of the Universe and how it was satanic. Well, our patrons and people on YouTube came out to us and they really liked that segment. And they shared with us the entire movie that came out from these guys.
Yeah.
What?
The whole thing.
I'm looking at it right now, and it is an hour and 30-minute long video that these people made.
Oh, God.
So we've got content. We've got content for months on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
We're not even to make patron goal. We're just gonna do content on this. Yes, let's do it. I'm into it. Let's do it.
Because
let's do it.
Nothing funner to me than going back and looking at the things that people were outraged about within my own generation. And realizing, you guys didn't even know about bronies at this point. So it's just...
Oh, I know. It's so sweet. Let's do this.
So what they're going to be talking about this week, same two Christian assholes that we're talking about, they're going to be going against My Little Pony, which had a TV special that came out on VHS in 1984. And it was a 20-minute long kind of thing. They didn't even get a full series run until 86.
Yeah.
Which is a long fucking time.
It was a very, very
long time. It hurts my brain to think about that.
Yeah. It was a long stretch.
Man.
I mean, they just didn't have...
This is like being alive in the 80s and talking about the Korean War. I mean, that's the kind of time scale we're talking about here. It's fucking crazy. Anyway, let's let these dumbasses talk about My Little Pony. Here we go.
And so we're looking at total occultism, paganism, that's being taught to our children through these little innocuous cartoons. Now, go ahead.
In fact, one of the most innocent, if you could pick up that pony there, is one called My Pony.
No.
My Little Pony.
Yeah,
Little Pony.
They fucked up already.
My Little Pony. Yeah.
And I like the original show. I mean, I liked it just enough as a boy. I was allowed to watch it as a boy, which is fucking weird in this culture.
Sure.
I just remember I watched
totally
it as a
innocuous.
little girl.
Yeah.
It was very innocuous. I remember absolutely nothing from it except for the theme song vaguely. And I watched it with my best friend Ayla growing up.
Now, I watched a lot of the masculine cartoons back when I was a young lad, but I was also really a fan of the feminine cartoons that they had at the time. So
I watched a lot of the masculine cartoons too, and then I watched a lot of the feminine cartoons too.
I didn't even have a concept that there was a difference. I just watched the cartoons that were on.
No, my parents made sure you ain't watching that girl shit. And it's like that kind of thing. So.
That's unfortunate.
So thankfully I was allowed, air quotes. I watched without parental consent on this kind of thing. I liked Jim. Jim was one of my favorites.
Jim was an awesome show. I loved that show.
Rena loved Jim. That was what I missed. It just didn't enter my radar.
Don't watch the TV. Don't watch the movie.
Oh no, the movie was.
I won't.
My god,
it looks terrible.
These guys have it wrong already because it's called My Pony. No, you're wrong.
No, My Little Pony. That's the whole point. Is it's a cute little pony.
And the Lauren Faust remake that happened a number of years ago, where I believe it's still going now.
Yeah, it's still going.
Is a fucking delightful show. It's fun. Yeah. It's fun to watch. I've
heard it's lovely. I've heard it's quite lovely.
It actually is. It's a good show. It has very good writing.
Yep. Here we go.
This is My Pony.
Yeah. Now, if you walk through a toy store and you walk into that toy store and you see these ponies, they're cute. They're blue and they're purple and they're pastel colors and they're different ponies, and you notice they have like a rainbow colored in their hair, and they're just so cute.
Now, wait a minute. This is not a pony, though. This is a unicorn.
Right.
Oh, very good of you to realize that it has a horn.
Okay. Is that there's No. Okay. If I
No.
remember correctly, only one pony had a unicorn. A unicorn. Only one of the ponies was a unicorn, right?
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
But they had like Pegasus and
Yeah, they had the Pegasus. And
yeah.
No.
Which, if you watch the show, they talk about it a lot of the time, where it's a different class of different pony in these.
It's a pony.
Yeah.
It's a pony.
Mm-hmm.
FYI, don't pet wild ponies.
A unicorn. And the unicorn and Pegasus are used in this My Pony series, and a combination of the two. Now, both of those things came from mythologies. The Pegasus came from Greek mythology, and the unicorn came out of the Black Forest of Germany.
The Black Forest of Germany, just like the cake and the ham.
Right. Unicorns pretty.
I thought unicorns were in the Bible.
They are. They're all over. So is Pegasus. Those kind of mythological creatures
the
are.
winged horse. The winged horse is kind of a thing. I mean, it's been both used as a terrifying thing and also a majestic thing. It's kind of a. I mean, horses that fly sounds amazing. So
if you have a culture that has any kind of a mythology, you're gonna find these kinds of creatures in it.
You know what I like about unicorns is that it was probably this character right here that inspired the unicorn.
Narwhals swimming in the ocean, causing a commotion, cause they are so awesome.
I stopped it before I got to the best part. Narwhals, they are narwhals. Just don't let them near your balls.
Yeah, that was pure internet. Yeah.
I love Weeble stuff. It's good times.
But there's also, goats and rhinoceri.
Mm-hmm.
So, there was things with horns that existed before, and we've been making up animals for a long time.
Yeah, so, and mixing them up and going, oh, look at that. That would be cool with wings.
You mean like in the Bible?
That should have a horn.
You mean like in the Bible, the lion, horse, scorpion things with crowns?
Yeah.
Hashtag
the locust horse.
The locust horse, scorpion lions. The locust horse, scorpion lions with
a
wings.
Crown.
Yeah, with a crown. Hashtag revelation.
Yeah. And are we surprised they didn't let them on the ark?
I'm sorry, what were you saying, Bible show?
I don't know, but I go back and watch The Last Unicorn, and the thing.
Oh God,
I haven't rewatched it. I haven't. I don't want to ruin my childhood. Is it good? Is it good?
It's still good.
Okay.
It's still.
But it's amazing to me that stuff that you didn't realize as a kid, like the harpy had tits. Like,
oh no, I knew.
Yeah. I didn't pay attention to that as a kid.
Okay, so my mom used to walk around with her boobs out all the time. So I was like, I wasn't offended. I was just like, oh, this is boobs. Yeah, I knew that she had tits. Like,
yeah. It was just interesting to me. But it's still good. I mean, it's dated and it's 80s. But
it's very dated.
Good.
Yeah, but
I love it. I still love it. Schmendrick. You guys need to listen to the Ninja Sex Party cover of that. Danny Sexbang does an amazing cover of that song. Anyway, back to these Christians.
And from that area and through the Dark Ages. Now, in one of the cartoons that featured My Pony. Now, this is...
the Dark Ages were a predominantly Christian era. So,
because you guys didn't want advancement in science and stuff. So.
Dark Ages weren't pagan, buddy. The Dark Ages were Christian.
Yeah, it's called the Dark Ages for a reason.
Christian.
Yeah. Christians did that.
Now, this is supposed to be super cute, okay?
Yeah.
For little girls. We saw a Pan, which is a half man, half horse. He had horns coming out the side of his head.
No.
A satyr?
No.
A satyr, yeah. But
here's the thing. The character that he's talking about.
Pan was a character, yeah.
The character he's talking about is Tyrek, or Tyrek, I'm not sure how you pronounce it here, who is a centaur.
Oh,
it is a four-legged horse
centaur.
With the human body on top of the horse body.
It's not a satyr at all.
But he has horns, and so, the description I got from the Wikia article on this one, so the fans have it right here, he says mainly a Baphomet. Which I'm like, with elements of a centaur. So I'm like, okay, great.
Okay.
But anyway, back to this shit.
Huge thing with an amulet around his neck who kidnapped 3 of the ponies, and he's going to transform them to pull his chariot of darkness. And he takes open a bag and he says, "Look into evil." And out of that bag rushes a spirit power which transforms these 3 ponies into dragons. Now this is aimed at little girls and boys.
But aren't we supposed to hate the villain? Aren't we supposed to think of them as evil?
That sounds like a bad guy. That sounds like a bad guy. So somebody we're not supposed, like, he was being tyrannical and forcing them into a role that was not true to themselves.
Yeah.
And so they fight back with the power of love and kindness. And then they get to live their best selves. You
would think these Christians would be against the bad guy. Like, okay, it's great that you're worried about Satanism being in there. However, you have the humans, the heroes conquering that evil.
No, they don't look into it that deeply. It's a depiction of something they're scared of.
You're not allowed to evaluate ideas that might disagree with your personal experience, hence the ban on graven images.
Mm-hmm.
So, according to the fans of the show, says, in Escape to Midnight Castle, he has made the decision to use his Rainbow of Darkness to bring about the never-ending night, and to that end dispatches blah 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 to kidnap ponies, his plan to turn them into freaks with his magic so they are deformed, and now monstrous ponies will pull his chariot through the air.
Freaks?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. What the fuck was that? Some ableism shit right there? All right, it's fine.
The centaur sees a chance, however, when a pony rescue party led by the human heroine, Megan Williams, inadvertently brings the last of the ponies he needs to complete his scheme. So it's a villain situation that they're trying to conquer with good.
Yeah.
They don't see it that way, though. Like with Skeletor having the ram's head thing and him being a skull face and stuff, it's like, yeah, that's obviously the bad guy. That's the archetype of the bad guy that they want the good guy to beat, you know?
But I remember this one. I remember this. This was the cartoon.
TV special that predated the cartoon. So
yeah, I remember that. It was good.
It was good.
I remember really liking that. Yeah.
Because cartoons back then, and I'm not saying the ones right now that don't have it either, but ones back then had real fucking stakes on a lot of the episodes that we watched. Like a lot of these things that like you really felt like, oh fuck, they're going to kill these characters because it's not a series, it's just a special, you know.
Yeah.
Well, I can see that we're actually destroying our children by letting them watch even the innocuous things because they're all going that direction. Yeah. How about Rainbow Bright?
And for Rainbow Bright, you're going to have to come back another time because holy shit.
I'm sorry. That's ridiculous.
I'm sorry. Are the Christians denying the existence of evil and how to overcome these complex issues of good and evil?
No, what they're doing is they're upset that there's a different answer or a different depiction or anything other than their one source of information.
Now, keep in mind, parents back in the days would watch this fucking video.
Yeah.
It's called Deception of a Generation, if anybody wants to look it up. They would look at this video and they'd be like, my parents, or I should say my mom, because my dad didn't give a shit about any of this stuff because he listened to heavy metal and stuff and he let me listen to it every once in a while. Anyway, she would see stuff like this and she would be like, okay, from now on, you're not watching blank or you're not talking about blank or you're not reading blank. You know? Like one of these guys, the guy that has the perm and the porn stash that you guys can't really see right now and that has his shirt unbuttoned down to his fucking nipples. It's like... He is the guy that did the backwards masking things that like he was one of those guys. Yeah. So he'd be listening to like Striper and playing it backwards and be like, I want to suck your cock in hell. It's like it's this back masking kind of thing. And it was never ever that clear either.
Oh no, that was very clear.
They would have to prime your ears and your brain because we're
they'd have to tell you what you're going to hear first.
Yeah. Just like the ghost hunting shows where they're like, this recording totally said this, and if you like close your eyes and just listen, you're like, that didn't sound like anything, and they're like, no, it totally sounded like. You're like, no, it really didn't. It didn't. If you don't put the subtitle up, I don't hear a thing. So
it's like for the next 5 seconds of dead air, you're going to hear the entire HMS Pinafore score. I wish it worked that way.
I wish it was that easy. It wasn't that easy.
No, because
and now I'm regretting. Now I'm regretting that I can't remember the song. I can't remember Pinafore. Damn it!
I am the major moderator.
No. That's Pirate. That's Pirates of Penzance.
Oh, it's Pirates of Penzance.
Yeah.
Okay, what am I thinking of?
I don't know.
I don't know. Fuck, I don't know. But at least I'm not thinking about Satan.
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 You guys, we're atheists. We should be thinking about Satan a lot more than.
Apparently.
Apparently. Well, the funny thing is like when I posted this He-Man video last week, and I was like, all these people say that He-Man was satanic and it's going to turn your kids towards Satanism. And then I was like, motherfucker, it worked on at least 2 or 3 of the podcasts where we're just like.
That's fucking funny. That's just fucking funny is what that is.
Like Kyle and X, members of the Satanic Temple. It's like
that's correlation.
You're not wrong.
That's correlation and causation.
Exactly.
Because statistically, everyone 80% of people who watch these cartoons did not turn out to be Satanists. But then,
no,
you two
I'm
just
pretty
go
sure.
and fuck up everything, and the Christians just go, See, because we're making
fucking
fun
told
of them,
you so.
and then you guys are Satanists, and now it's like, what are we gonna do now?
I'm pretty sure there's a higher percentage of people who grew up watching He-Man who wound up being gay.
We certainly hope so.
Well, I mean, that show was incredibly gay.
Well, I mean, at least bi, right? At least they acknowledge their bi-ness. Bi people exist. No more bi erasure.
Except
sorry,
Orko.
I'm really
Orko can be erased. Orko can be completely erased.
Orko? What?
Orko was the little red dude that had the hat and
screw him. Yeah.
Over his face and
Oh, He-Man, we need to go and take care of this thing. Oh, I'm the comic relief.
I never watched him.
Yeah.
Oh, lucky you.
Yeah, like every show from that era had.
Okay, yeah, he was the snarf of
He was the
He-Man.
snarf of He-Man.